Hey Glamazons, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be an everyday glam. Very easy to wear, in my opinion. I think this is just like a very good, simple, just pretty nice, neutral, wow. Well, I guess neutral, nudie, brown, just wearable look. Um, Sorry I had been gone for so long. I gotta stop doing that, like just taking breaks without warning you all. But if you've been following me on social media, I have been doing little mini tutorials and stuff like that and tweeting. And so if y'all don't already, just make sure y'all follow me on like my Instagram, my Snapchat, my Twitter, and even my TikTok. I'm kind of new to it, so give me a break, but I do like to film little mini tutorials on that as well. But yeah, so without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and get started with this look. Alrighty, so first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start out with my eyes, because what I've been doing lately to get like my eyeliner and everything the way I personally like it, I have been using black eyeshadow to set it. So I have to start doing this first so that way I don't get like a crap ton of fallout on my face. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to take my concealer, which I am using the Milani Conceal and Perfect, which if you're curious what shade I'm using shade 100, which is pure ivory. And I'm just going to do a little dollop on each eye. I'm just going to take my damp beauty sponge. You can use any one. I'm personally using the Morphe one just because that's my favorite, and just blend it out real quick. Just so that way you have a good base for your shadow to stick to. I used to really love setting it, but lately I've just noticed that if you just go in on your eye without setting it with your shadows, it really does make your eyes just look so much better. So today we're going to be using the Jaclyn Hill palette, because this is just my favorite for every day, because literally Jaclyn and Morphe did such a great job with this palette. There's so many possibilities with this palette for a look. But the first shade I'm going to tap into is going to be this one right here, which is called Silk Cream. And I'm going to take my big fluffy blending brush, which I'm using the JH30. But any big fluffy brush will do. And I'm just going to tap into that shade, and I'm just going to pop that into the crease, just kind of softly too, because it doesn't really matter if we go like make this neat. We're just kind of getting the base down. And I like to dip into it twice, just to kind of really give it that dimension. All right. And then next we're going to tap into the shade MFEO, which stands for Made for Each Other. And we're going to pop that into the crease too, which I love starting out with these two just to really get some warmth on there. And I'm just using windshield wiper motions, and I'm not really being pretty about it at all. I'm just kind of throwing it on. Alrighty. Alright, and then next I am going to tap into this shade right here, which is called Butter. And I'm just going to grab my JH32, but any really round topped blending brush will do. So you can see this is it for me. This is like, lately this is how I love starting off all my eyeshadow looks. And then I'm just gonna kind of do circular motions in the crease, and then I'm gonna do windshield wiper motions to kind of blend it out. And I'm just gonna go back and forth between those two motions. I'm going to quickly do that on the other eye. Okay, and then next up, we're going to grab the shade right here, which is called Pukey. It's just that perfect, like, puke brown, which I really love shades like this. And I know Jaclyn does too. That's like one of her things that started out her career. But my God, these browns just in the crease, they make me feel some type of way. They just really, they're just so pretty. And I'm just gonna really quickly do it to the other eye as well. Just sticking to the circular motions, and then sideways, wow, and then windshield wiper. And if y'all can hear that right now, sorry, they're doing lawn maintenance now on my apartment. So yeah, love that. Okay, so now I'm just color switching it out real quick. And then I'm going to go in with the JH31, this brush right here. And I'm going to grab this shade right here, Buns. I'm grabbing the shade Buns. And I'm just going to kind of lightly tap into that. And I'm just going to pop that in the lower portion of my crease, just to start giving it some depth. I love doing this before I go in on the outer corner. I don't even think I just said that right. Sorry, I'm still a wee bit sick, so if I don't say something right or I sound a little funky, that's why. Okay, and then I'm going to grab my JH34, which I love brushes like this for the outer corner. Ugh. And I'm gonna grab this shade right here, which is the shade Mocha. And I'm just gonna tap into that real quick. I'm gonna lightly tap this on my outer corner. I'm gonna start blending this one into my lower crease. And I'm gonna kind of do circular motions too. And then I'm just gonna repeat on the other eye. And since this is an everyday wearable look, I'm not going to go in with a shade that's too crazy on my lid. What I'm probably going to do, but by probably I mean I am, I'm going to go in with this shade here, which is called Obsessed. And I love this shade. I'm actually low-key obsessed with Obsessed because for looks like this and just like an everyday moment, it's very pretty and very wearable. I'm gonna wet that with the CoverGirl Outlast Active Cooling Setting Mist. I think this was like $6, and I actually really love it for wetting my shimmers. It's very nice. As you can see, like, look at that. I'm just gonna tap that on. Okay, and then I'm gonna do it again to the other eye. Again, hitting it with the same mist, and I'm just tapping it on. Okay. And then I'm gonna grab my JH34 again and dipping into that same shade I was before, the chip shade. I'm just gonna kind of marry that little section right there and just kind of blend that lower crease again. Kind of make sure it's nice and blended in. Okay, perfect. Alright, so next I'm going to curl my lashes quickly, because I like doing this. And if you're wondering what eyelash curler I'm using the Purr eyelash curler. I love this thing. Normally lately what I've been liking to do, this is a little trick that I recommend if you have very straight lashes, is I'll curl, before I curl my lashes, I'll grab, like, let's say my, I'll grab my, my lighter that I use for my candles, and I'll actually, I'll light that, and I'll kind of heat up the curler, because it's kind of like think of it as like a hot wand for your lashes. Okay, so now I'm going to grab the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. It is not a bad mascara. I think probably at the moment my favorite mascara would most likely either be the It Cosmetics, the Superhero mascara, which y'all know that's been a favorite of mine for a while. But the It Cosmetics one or the L'Oreal Carbon Black or the Voluminous one. Those two are probably my faves. They're just very great. I especially recommend the L'Oreal ones because they're fairly inexpensive, but they're really, really bomb. Like, I don't think people give them enough credit. And then I'm going to grab the Maybelline Eye Studio gel eyeliner in Blackest Black. So good. Such a great, great, great inexpensive eyeliner. I recommend it. Now, if I could find my eyeliner brush, that'd be amazing. Wait. And I'm just going to dip into that. And I'm just going to quickly wing this out. Oh my gosh, guys. In a couple weeks, like I think 10 days actually, I'll be in Vegas. Because today's the 11th, which I feel that's such a sad day. But today is the 11th and I leave on the 21st, so in 10 days, I think exactly now, I'll be in Vegas. And I'm hoping I can just vlog that for y'all, do my first vlogging video. We'll see how it goes. That's what I'm wanting to do for y'all. And don't worry, that day before that Sunday, before I leave, I will have a video up for y'all that week, I'm hoping. Like today, I'm actually filming 2 videos. Which I got this one to do first, and then I got one more for y'all that I want to do. And I'm just going to do the same thing quickly on this eye. Okay. I'm fairly satisfied with that. Okay. And now y'all are fixing to see why I didn't start with my base. So I'm going to grab this brush, which is, you know, just one of those stereotypical, just flat top ones that you normally use to clean up your brow. And her collection, it was called the JH43. And then I'm going to grab this black shade here, which is called Abyss. And I'm just going to dip into that real quickly on that brush. And then I'm just going to go in and I'm going to set my eyeliner. I like doing this because I've noticed that it does make my eyeliner last a little bit longer. And it makes it look darker too, which is something I like. I mean, not that this isn't already a very good and black eyeliner, because it is a very black eyeliner, as y'all can see. But it just takes it and gives it that little extra oomph. So, okay, and I just kind of stamp it along and kind of smudge it too. And then I'm going to clean that brush off real quick. Okay. And now that I've done that, because I do my eyeliner after I do my mascara, because next I like to do my lashes. And the Morphe lashes in the style Eye Traction. Like, I think these are currently my all-time favorite eyelashes. Like, it was the LA Splash from the their Great Gatsby collection. It was in the style, I think it was called Gold Digger. And I loved those lashes. They're really great. They're 12 bucks too. But these are only 12 bucks, and to me, they're just like right up there with some Lily lashes. Because before I started wearing these, I was just wearing Lilies for a while. But man, like Morphe did such a good job. Like, I know not a lot of people talk about it, but these Morphe lashes, girl, don't sleep on them. Whenever I went to the Dallas store, the Dallas Morphe store, I needed a pair, and so I've been wanting to try their lashes just to see what it was all about because, you know, your girl loves her Morphe. And I saw these and I was like, and I got them and I've been obsessed. Okay. Now I'm just going to take this lash and pop it on real quick. And you don't have to put on lashes if you don't want to. That's just a personal preference. I'm just obsessed with lashes now. I used to literally not think anything of them. Like I was like, whatever, it's just a lash. But look at the difference between this eye now and this eye. Ugh. And I'm gonna pop on the other lash now. But these, good lash glue. Okay. Sorry I keep on sniffling. I'm not like sick, but now I'm just like, the drainage is afterwards is what I'm dealing with now, if that makes sense. Okay. See, look at these lashes. They're so pretty. Okay. Now that I got those done, I'm going to grab a makeup wipe and I'm going to kind of wipe off the excess underneath just to kind of clean up the face. And just get rid of any fallout I just had. I'm going to try. Alright, now that I got that done, okay, I'm going to move on now to the base. Normally I don't like to do that, like do the eyes and then the base, but when I do that, like I said, I've learned it's best to do that in case of fallout. I'm going to use the e.l.f. Poreless Primer. I'm just going to rub that in quickly. Alright, we can move on to foundation. I'm going to be using the Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 foundation. This has been my favorite lately. Like, it's so nice and full coverage. I'm so weird about how I do my foundation. I guess everybody is, but lately I just go in and I'll do squirts like this on my face, and then I'll blend it out with my brush. Which today I'm going to be using the Morphe Y6. I love this brush. I know they discontinued it. I hate using something that they discontinued because I want y'all to be able to use products that I'm using. But this brush lately, I've just been obsessed. And they do still have technically the Morphe M6, which is supposed to be the same thing. We're going to agree to disagree with that, but essentially it's the same thing. Laura Lee, she loves this brush. Anyways, if y'all don't follow her or haven't heard of her, check her out. She's mad talented. But now she uses the M6 and she seems to really like it. So if it's good enough for her, it's got to be a pretty good brush. And maybe I'll try it out soon, but there's something about this brush that is just amazing. I think it's just because it's flat, so, and it's little, and it's easier just to get in and blend. Like, I noticed this one doesn't leave my face with a lot of brush strokes, and that's something I like. Alright, and now we're going to go in with the Milani 2-in-1 concealer, or not 2-in-1 concealer, it's the Conceal and Perfect concealer, and this is full coverage, honey. A little bit goes a long way, as y'all are fixing to see. And then I'm just going to take it here, and here, and here. Yeah. I'm going to grab my Morphe Beauty Sponge. And I'm just going to start out by using this side, the flat side, and just kind of stippling it out, blending it out. Alright, now I'm going to set my face. I'm using the Becca Hydra Mist Set and Refresh powder. I love this stuff so much. It's been what I've been setting my face with lately. I like it because it feels kind of wet. Like, I know it says Hydra Mist on there, so obviously, but literally whenever you apply it. And then I'm going to be setting my face with the Luxie brush. It's the I think it's either S or 522, and this is supposed to be the tapered highlighter brush, but I use it to set my face. Like, literally, it's just, I think this setting powder definitely lives up to its name. It's a little bit pricey. I haven't found a dupe for it yet, but the second I do, I will let y'all know. Because I know we all like to save some coin, because we all be balling on a budget. Okay. And now I'm going to grab my big boy brush, my JH01, and I'm going to grab the L'Oreal True Match powder. And I'm going to use this powder to set my whole face. Okay. Alright. And the next step on the Price is Right, I'm going to grab my JH05, which is by far the best contour brush I've ever gotten to work with. I love this brush so much. And then I'm going to grab the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. And then I'm going to use this middle shade right here, which you can tell is clearly loved. I need to go and order this stuff. I got so much on my plate lately, like trying to get prepared for Vegas and stuff like that. I just haven't had time yet. We're going to contour our face. Alright, and then to contour my nose, the brush I love to do, which I use this brush for multiple things when it comes to my makeup routine, it's the JH37, this little guy right here. I use this for smoking out my under eye, but also for my nose contour. I follow kind of the outline of my nose. I kind of try to do this just to kind of get my nose a little bit less button-like. And then because I don't want my nose contour to be too harsh, I'll grab my damp beauty sponge and I'll kind of just like tap on that just to kind of get it to not look so harsh. Okay. Alright, next is brows, and I'm going to do that off camera real quick because that's kind of like, it's kind of uneventful. Okay, so next up I'm going to grab my white eyeliner. I don't even remember what brand this is, but I'm grabbing it and I'm going to pop it in my lower waterline because this makes the eyes look bigger and brighter, which is something I love on an everyday look. Alright, and next we're going to grab my pencil brush. We're going to grab that shade Mocha from earlier. We're just going to, or is it Chip? I think it was Chip. And we're just going to kind of up until like about the middle of the lash line. We're going to shade that out. Again, until the middle of the lower lash line. And then I'm going to grab my JH37. And I am going to grab that shade Pukey, and I'm just going to kind of smoke out the lower lash line real quick. But I like my lower lash line to be a little smoky. Alright. After doing that, I'm going to grab the L'Oreal Telescopic Mascara. I'm going to pop this on my lower lashes, and I'm going to do that off camera. Alright, so now I'm going to take the shades Beam and Hidden Light, and I'm going to mix them together, and I'm going to pop that in my inner corner. And now I'm going to do the same thing and pop that on as my brow highlight. Alright, now I'm going to add some blush. I'm going to be using the Alamar Blush Trio. I'm going to be using my JH04, which is just basically your average angled brush. And I'm going to be using that middle shade called Isla. And I'm going to pop that on my cheeks real quick. And I like to smile when I do this, just so that way I can get the full-fledged effect of blush on my cheeks. And now I'm gonna add some highlight, which what I like to do now to highlight, to get my highlight beaming, I grab the JH08, which is just a small kabuki brush basically, and I grab the Too Faced cream peaches and cream highlighter, and I'll put that on as my base, and I'll put that on there and there, on my cupid's bow and on my chin. And then I'm gonna go in with my Ofra trio and the Ofra Nikki Tutorials trio, and I'm gonna grab in the shade, what is this, Glow Goals, this shade right here, and I'm going to highlight my face real quick, because as you can see, it gets it a lot more blinding. Alright, and now to finish off this look, I'm going to grab the Morphe Virgin Liquid Lipstick and do my lips. And then I'm going to grab the shade Baddest Beige and put that on top. Which I believe this is by Maybelline? Yeah, by Maybelline. I love this as a nude lip topper. And then I'm going to put the Vanilla Cream Pie Butter Gloss by NYX on the center of my lips. That's kind of going to look extra juicy. Wait. And now I'm going to set my face using the Jeffree Star X Morphe Set and Refresh Mist. This is my new favorite. It smells so good. Okay. And that is it for this everyday glam. Let me know what y'all think. I think this look is just super easy to wear just in general. And I think y'all will love doing this look. I get so many compliments when I do this look. Alright, but that is it for today's video, Glamazons. Thank you so much. If you're new here, hi, I am Hannah Springfield, the Queen Hannah, on my social media. If you liked this, go ahead and subscribe. Don't forget to hit the notification bell. Give this video a big old thumbs up if y'all enjoyed it. And I will see y'all in my next video. And if y'all aren't already, like I said in the beginning of this video, make sure y'all follow me on social media. I do a lot of stuff on there. And that's it. Much love, and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye, Glamazons. Mwah.